The Reddit title reads, "My ex and I broke up after she saw her ex on New Year's Eve." So we're at the bar and she saw her ex and they talked for just a couple of minutes. I had not known she saw her ex until the next morning. I woke up late the next day and asked her where she was. Her family said she was at her best friend's place. I checked her location and it was off. I asked her why. She said she didn't want her mum knowing because her parents didn't necessarily like her best friend. She texted me to go over, so I do, and she says we need to talk about a lot of stuff and how she hasn't moved on from her ex and she doesn't know what she wants right now and she needs time to think about what she wants and she just wants to be alone and think. By the way, this person who's posted here has done no grammar, no spacing, no paragraphs. So I'm trying to find a good way to end this first part. So we'll just run it back a little bit. He says his girlfriend saw her ex at a bar on New Year's Eve and they spoke for just a couple of minutes. So firstly here, what are the chances someone's going to bump into their ex on New Year's Eve at a bar just out the blue? Now maybe it's a very small town, but I highly doubt those chances. And her saying she just met him for a couple of minutes, that's her words. We don't have any proof it was just a couple of minutes. It could have been the whole night for all we know. But also, it's New Year's Eve. Why are you not spending New Year's Eve with your girlfriend? Maybe he was working, but still, even if he was working, she should be spending a night in with her family instead of out at a bar giving off that she's single, even though she's not. So I'm hoping this guy, wasn't just at home while she was out and about. If you're in a relationship together, you should both be celebrating New Year together and looking forward to the year ahead. But yeah, it's a bit concerning that she's at a bar without him. He also mentions that her location was off, which is a bit of a red flag, especially on New Year's Eve night. Why would she have her location off? She explains it because her family doesn't like her best friend, which is very odd. And if your family's going to be that petty, I don't think that's a family I want to be around. So I'm not quite believing this girl in that regards. I think she had her location off because she was probably around her ex's house that night. She also then says she doesn't think she's quite over her ex, which is odd because I don't think he's made any mention that she'd been talking to her ex in the lead up to New Year's Eve. So that would be quite out of the blue just to say, oh, I'm not over my ex. Now I don't know how long he's been with his girlfriend, but if he's at the girlfriend boyfriend stage, obviously they've been dating for a while, and for her to then come out of the blue saying she's not over her ex is a bit concerning. So from the sounds of it, he goes to her house and they speak about their current situation. She then says she wanted me to leave. I said I'll stay at her parents, and she said she didn't want that. I also live 8 hours away from her, so that I had to drive the whole way home. Why are you in a relationship with a girl who's 8 hours away from you? Why not date a girl who's 30 minutes, 45 minutes away from you max? That just sounds like such a headache. And why is she making you drive 8 hours for her to tell you how she's not over her ex? She should be coming to you firstly. But why would you even be in a relationship with a girl? No matter how attractive she might be, 8 hours is not worth it. That's such a waste of your time. And you should be dating a girl who's, a throws away distance from you. He says, come to find out that her and her ex had been texting since the night before New Year's Eve, or a night before he met up with her. Either way, they're texting in the background. Obviously this was more than just a short conversation on New Year's Eve. Obviously they've rekindled things and want to see where this could possibly go, to see if they can maybe become boyfriend and girlfriend again. So that is a massive red flag. She should not be messaging her ex, especially now she's in a committed relationship. She then says she went to see him that next morning, so they've met again in person now, which is yeah, I feel bad for this guy. You know, this guy's sitting here thinking, oh, I've got a committed girlfriend and we're loyal to each other, but then she's going to her ex-boyfriend's house, which is concerning. So I go to her parents and was talking to her sister about everything, and her sister and boyfriend tell me that she'd gone to see her ex in the morning and that she's with him right now. How is he finding out this information from her family? Why is she not telling him this information herself, which is very weird. He says, I still feel for this girl and I only want her, but she doesn't want me. Why would you want to be with a girl who doesn't want to be with you? Why are you wasting your time on a girl who isn't crazy about you? Like, you're just fighting a losing battle. You know, you should just shut the door on the way out and never look back. You know, don't waste your time on people who don't value your time or want to be in your life. He says, I've been cheated on before, but for some reason this hurts a lot more than that. Well, you have been cheated here as well. So, and she's taking you for an absolute mug, and unfortunately all her family also see you as the same. They're probably laughing as soon as you leave the house. He says, I'm not sure what to do because I still want her, but she says she doesn't want to be with anybody since how she feels about her ex. Well, listen to what she says and just leave. Let her and her ex be together, you know. It's not your problem anymore. She's not your problem. She's obviously lacks a lot of loyalty, and yeah, let her get back with her ex and move on and find someone who's not 8 hours away from you. He ends this post by saying, for the past couple of days she has seen him every day and slept at his house. Why would you know this information? She should be out of your life by now. She's obviously sleeping with this ex-boyfriend. It's very clear now that they rekindled things before the New Year's Eve party and they decided to meet on that night. You know, this wasn't an accident. This was planned. Her ex is also in the military like me and is also very far from her. Look, this guy is in the military. You know, he's the one protecting our country and he's being messed around by a girl like this. Like, how's this even happen? I'm sure he's like a really nice guy, and look, thank you for your service for protecting the country, but yeah, this girl's taking you for a mug here, and yeah, I think you need to grow some balls here, mate. I just don't know what to do because I do really love her and want her back. Do you really love this girl, or is it just the only girl that showed you interest and you're just taking that option because it feels comfortable? And I don't know why you'd want her back, because you know, if you just work on yourself and you develop your communication skills and how you look and get some good hobbies and hang out with friends and just live a happy life, then there'll be girls coming into your life wanting to be a part of it, where clearly this girl does not want to be part of your life. So if I was you, cut ties with her. I'd delete her number, block off everything, block her friends, block her family, and never look back. And again, find a girl who's not 8 hours away. So yeah, that's all, guys. Cheers. See you now.
Get that vehicle moving again!
Bye.
The spiders are cute.
Get it!
Reptile! See that? Like
The wrath of Asgard!
Grow up! Magic is back! I got you!
Get in there.
I need some help. Snowball fight. You know what to do, spiders?
Miss Parker has left us a gift.
T'Challa needs this fancy statue.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way. I got you! I like the cold.
The enemy is here!
I am ready to put on a show! Taste the grand finale! This is Now's your big chance!
You brought ice to a sword fight. Not my chance.
Double KO! That's 3!
Just another soul.
Let's roll.